Read the question. First, read the question, sir. Caselet. Take 1 minute and read the question. Every caselet, listen carefully, sir. Answer the question on the basis of the information given below. The following cumulative bar graph. It is a cumulative bar graph. The following cumulative bar graph shows details of the run scoring pattern. It shows the details of the run scoring pattern of 4 Indian batsmen. Who are that 4 Indian batsmen? One is Dhoni, another is Sachin, another is Kohli, and another is Sharma. There are 4 Indian batsmen: Dhoni, Sachin, Kohli, and Sharma. And it shows the run scoring pattern of 4 Indian batsmen in a 2020 match against England, in which runs were scored only in singles, fours, and sixers. This is the first key point. Runs were scored only in singles, fours, and sixers. So there are 3 values given: singles, fours, and sixers. Singles is blue color, fours is red color, and 6 is yellow color. Runs were scored only in singles, fours, and sixers. It shows the percentage of total runs. It shows the percentage of total runs scored by the mentioned batsman in singles, fours, and six. So percentage is given. I'll come back to this point. Let me actually read the question carefully step by step, then I'll solve the problem. The total score of the Indian team. The total score of the Indian team was the sum of the scores of this batsman only. Very, very important point. The total score of the Indian team was the sum of the score of this batsman only. What do you mean by this batsman here? It is nothing but the score of Dhoni, Sachin, Kohli, and Sharma. Or in other words, neither any batsman scored any runs nor the England team conceded any extras. So there is a T20 match that is happening between India and England. In India there are 4 players: Dhoni, Sachin, Kohli, and Sharma. They will score runs only in singles, fours, and sixers. And a cumulative bar graph is given which shows the percentage of total runs. England team did not give any extras, and there are only 4 batsmen who have scored. I hope the question is clear, sir. Now first listen. Forget about how much Sharma has scored in the match. First of all, let me first understand the question. Every caselet is beautifully chosen, sir, so that the students' way of looking at LRDI will change. There is Dhoni. Now there are 4 players. Let me place a tabular chart. Dhoni will score runs in singles. Dhoni will score runs in fours. Dhoni will score runs in sixers. And I will take the minimum score of Dhoni. Minimum score of Dhoni. Now if you listen carefully here, look at the pie chart. Pie chart is singles is blue color. Blue color it is not there. It is 0%. Dhoni is, in the question it is given as 40%. In the question it is given as 60%. 0%, 40%, and 60%. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. What do I mean by 0, 40%, and 60%? The meaning of this cumulative bar graph is, if Dhoni score 100 runs, if Dhoni scores 100 runs, 40 runs will come only in fours. 40 runs will come only in fours, and 60 runs will come only in sixers. This is the meaning of the bar graph for Dhoni. If Dhoni scores 100 runs, 40 runs will come in only fours. Why only 40 runs? Because in the question it is given as 40%. And 60 runs will come only in sixers because it is given as 60%. Or in other words, If Dhoni score 100 runs, he will score 40 runs, and that too using only fours. That means he will score, if Dhoni scores 100 runs, he will score 10 fours, because 10 fours are 40. In how many ways can I score 40 runs using only fours? Answer is 10 into 4, 40. If Dhoni score 100 runs, in how many ways he can score 60 runs using only sixers? Answer is 10 sixers. Answer is 10 sixers. Listen carefully to every statement of mine. We will create more and more questions. So, by looking at the bar graph, if Dhoni scores 100 runs, how many fours he will score? 10 fours he will score. How many sixers he will score? 10 sixers he will score. If Dhoni scores 100 runs, he will score 10 fours. If the question is, if Dhoni scores 200 runs, if Dhoni scores 200 runs, 100 runs it is 10 fours, 200 runs will be 100 twos are 200, so 220s are 40. So you will score 20 fours. If Dhoni scores 300 runs, how many fours he will score? 30 fours he will score. I hope first I am explaining the bar graph of Dhoni. Dhoni single C is 0, 4 C is 40%, 6 C is 60%. What do I mean by 0, 40 and 60%? If Dhoni scores 100 runs, 40 runs will come through fours and 60 runs will come through sixers. 40 runs through 4 means 10 fours. 60 runs through sixers means there will be 10 sixers. To score 100 runs, Dhoni should score 10 fours. If it is 200 runs, he should score 20 fours. If it is 300 runs, he should score 30 fours. I hope Dhoni's bar graph is very clear to you. I hope it is clear, right, sir? I hope it is clear. First caselet, I will create another 5 to 10 questions from every caselet so that you will understand how the reasoning caselets are created. Now, listen carefully. I hope it is clear, right? Next one. More than the questions which I solve in LRDI, I want to tell you what is the root cause of the problem, and if new questions are given, how to solve it. That also how to solve. That also how to solve we will see. Now, see here, if what is the minimum runs scored by Dhoni? Let us solve. What is the minimum runs scored by Dhoni? Minimum runs is 40 and 60. Right? Try to minimize it. If I try to minimize it, how much it will become? So 22s are 40, 23s are 60. Minimum is 0, 2 and 3. But Dhoni cannot score 3 runs using sixer. Can a person score 3 runs using sixer? It is not possible. So 0, 2, 3 is not minimum. Take the next value. If I take the next value, 2 twos are 4, 3 twos are 6. Can he score 4 runs using 4? Yes. Can he score 6 runs using 6? Yes. So what is the minimum runs scored by Dhoni in this match? Answer is 10. I hope it is clear, right, sir? Dhoni 0, 40 and 60. To get the minimum, optimize the value. 22s are 40, 23s are 60. 0, 2 and 3. So can he score 2 runs using fours? No. So what is the minimum runs scored by Dhoni? It is the next multiple of 2 and 3, 0, 4 and 6. There is a beautiful meaning of this one. So Dhoni will score runs 0, 4 and 6. That means if I create another question, can Dhoni score 32 runs in this match? Can Dhoni score 32 runs in this match? What is the minimum score of Dhoni? Minimum score of Dhoni is 10. Minimum score of Dhoni is 10. Minimum score of Dhoni is 10 means, in other words, very, very simple language, Dhoni will always score runs in multiples of 10. Dhoni will always score runs Dhoni will always score runs in multiples of 10. But what is 32? 32 is not a multiple of 10. Dhoni's minimum score is 10 means Dhoni will always score runs in multiples of 10. But according to the question, right, it is 32 runs. So can Dhoni score 32 runs in this match? No. So what will be the answer for this question? Not possible. Listen carefully to every question. Not possible. Can Dhoni score 32 runs in the match? Not possible. No questions. Caselet 5 questions I will not solve. I will create more and more questions so that you will understand how the questions are developed. I hope the idea is clear. Right? Next. Minimum runs of Dhoni is 10. So if it is 10, similarly whatever we did it for Dhoni, the same thing can also be done for Sachin, Kohli and Sharma. Let us do one by one. What will happen to others? Do it for Sachin. Sachin. Now if you see Sachin, what will be the answer? Now if you see, I hope the idea is clear, right, sir? Sachin. Now, what we will do is, Sachin also we will do. Sachin. Now, if I take, the question is like this, neatly we will solve. So, if I take this, Dhoni, singles, fours and sixers. Dhoni it will be singles, fours and sixers, and it is minimum. So, we got 0, 4 and 6 which is 10. 0, 4 and 6 which is 10. Now, let us solve it for Sachin. See the bar graph. Sachin, blue color denotes the singles which is 40%. Red color denotes the 4 which is 24%. Yellow color denotes the 6 which is 36%. 40, 24, 36. What is the meaning of this? If Sachin scores 100 runs, how many singles he will score? 40. How many fours he will score? 6 fours. How many sixers he will score? 6 sixers. I hope it is clear. 40, 24 and 36. Whatever the questions that I created for Dhoni, the same questions can also be created for Sachin. So, question is a minimum value. Let us optimize it. By 100, by 100, by 100 eliminated. 2 20s are 40. 2 12s are 24, 2 18s are 36. If I further optimize, 2 10s are 20, 2 6s are 12, 2 9s are 18. Sachin cannot score 9 runs using sixers. Sachin cannot score 9 runs using sixers. So 10, 6, 9 is eliminated. So minimum score is 10, 12 and 18. So minimum score of Sachin is 50. Minimum score of Sachin is 50. I hope the idea is clear. Minimum score of Sachin is 50. That means Sachin will always score runs in multiples of 50. He cannot score any number other than a multiple of 50 according to this chart. Dhoni and Sachin. Who is the third character? Third character is Kohli. Do the same thing. Kohli will be 12.5%, next is 50% and next is 75%. I want the minimum value. 12.5 ones are 12.5, 12.5 fours are 50, 12.35 threes are 75. Can Kohli score 3 runs using sixers? Not possible. Take the next multiple. 286. 286. 286 is nothing but 16. That means Kohli will score runs in multiples of 16. 2, 8 and 6. He cannot score any runs other than multiple of multiple of 16. Again I am explaining. Sachin is 40, 24, 36. Minimum score we want. Try to reduce the fraction. By 100, by 100, by 100 eliminated. 20, 12 and 18. 20, 12 and 18. If I further optimize it, 2 10s are, 2 6s are, 2 9s are. Can Sachin score 9 runs using sixers? He cannot score. So this case is eliminated. 20, 12 and 18, minimum score of Sachin is 50. Kohli 12.5. 1s are 12.5, 4s are 12.5, 3s are 1, 4, 3. Next will be 286. 286 is 16. What is the question? In this question it is given the total score of the Indian team. The total score of the Indian team was the sum of scores of this batsman only. This batsman only. I think there is one more person, Sharma. Sharma, if we calculate 25, 075. So this is 103. Next will become 206. So Sharma's score is, minimum score is 8. Sharma's minimum score is 8. Sharma's minimum score is 8. I hope it is clear. Dhoni's minimum score is 10. Sachin's minimum score is 50. Kohli's minimum score is 16. Sharma's minimum score is 8. What is the minimum score of the Indian cricket team? Minimum score of the Indian cricket team is the sum of the score of these 4 batsmen only. So 20, 10 plus 50, 60, 60 plus 16, 76, 76 plus 8, 84. Who are the last 2 persons? Question. Who are the last 2 persons to move across the bridge? Who are the last 2 persons to move across the bridge? Now see here, sir. Last 2 persons to move across the bridge. First Anil and Sandhya. It is 3 minutes. Sandhya came back. It is 3 minutes. Raghava and Barun. It is 9 minutes. Anil will come back. It is 2 minutes. Anil and Sandhya will go. It is 3 minutes. So there are 2 cases. These both can be exchanged also. Even this, both the steps can be exchanged. Who are the last 2 people to move across the bridge? Who are the last people? Anil and Sandhya. Anil and Sandhya. These are the last 2 people to move across the bridge. So answer is option C. Answer is option C. Second question, very easy question. Right? Second one, third question, Anil and Sandhya. Third question. Let me drop the question, sir. 1 minute. See the question. How many ways are there such that all can cross the bridge in minimum time? How many ways are there such that all can cross the bridge in minimum time? Just now we saw Anil and Sandhya, first it will go. It is 3 minutes. Anil will come back. It is 2 minutes. Raghava and Barun. It is 9 minutes. Sandhya will come back. 3 minutes. So Anil and Sandhya will go. It is 3 minutes. This is the first case. Second case, Anil and Sandhya will go 3 minutes. Let Sandhya come back. It takes 3 minutes. Raghava and Barun should not come back. So Raghava and Barun, it is 9 minutes. They give the torch to Anil. Anil will come back. It is 2 minutes. Anil and Sandhya, they will take in 3 minutes. 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 9, 14, 17, 20, here also 20. So how many ways are there such that all can cross the bridge in minimum time? 2. All can cross the bridge in minimum time. Answer is 2. I hope it is clear, right, sir? Very famous question where 4 people has to cross from source to destination. There is only one torch and one person has to come back. If 2 people are going, it will take the speed as the slower between the 2. First one, a purely a reasoning question. Second one, I hope it is clear, right, sir? Second. Now, see the question. Read the question, sir. A beautiful question based on CAT 2015, right? Question based on games and tournaments. Introductory question. Slowly we will discuss lot of models in games and tournaments. First read the question, sir. Take time, read the question. Take time and read the question first. For the National Sudoku Championship, the participants from the entire country was divided into two zones, North Zone and South Zone. They are divided into two zones, North Zone and South Zone. Okay. The participants who qualified from round 1 were invited for the round 2. And similarly, the participants who qualified from round 2 were invited for round 3. There are two zones, it seems. One is North Zone and another one is South Zone. North Zone and South Zone. There are people. There are 3 rounds, R1, R2 and R3. There are people who participated in round 1 and depending upon a criteria they got qualified. Again, the same thing also happened in South Zone. There are people who participated in South Zone and they also got qualified after round 1. This is the first step. Okay, this is clear to me. Second one, in round 3, okay, the number of participants who qualified from South Zone, the number of participants who qualified from South Zone, this one, was half the number of participants who qualified in round 2 from North Zone. So this is nothing but half of this value. This is nothing but half of this value. Suppose if I call it as x, this will become 2x, 2x half is x, okay. In round 2, 140 participants from South Zone did not qualify. 140 participants from South Zone did not qualify. Next one, from North Zone, in each of the 3 rounds, 25% of the participants qualified for the next round. People who participated and the people who qualified are 1/4. 1/4 means this will become 8x. 8x 1/4 is 2x. People who participated in round 2 are qualified in round 1. Again it will become 32x. Please don't write, sir. Again it will become 2x. 1/4 will become x by 4. X by 2. I don't want to work with fractions. I will not work with fractions. So what I will do is, I will not take x here. I will not take x here because x is giving me a fraction. I don't want to work with fractions. I don't want to work with fractions. So instead of x, what I will do is, I will take another value known as 2x. If I take 2x, so if I take these 2x, half the number means this will become 4x. Here also I will erase it. It is 4x. So if this is 4x, this is also 4x. So after this 4x, it is 25%. This is x. This is 16x. And this is 16x. And this is 64x. 64x. I don't want to work with fractions. I don't want to work with fractions. I hope it is clear. Now read the first question. This is the question. Right? Now read the first question. What is the first question? What can be the minimum number of participants in round 1 if the number of participants in round 1 from north zone was less than that of south zone. Number of participants in north zone is less than that of south zone. So, and the question is a minimum. So here it will be 64x plus 1. What is the minimum difference between two integers? Minimum difference between two integers is 1. And the same was true for the number of qualified participants in round 1. Same thing, whatever that is happening for participants, it will also happen for qualified. So it is 16x plus 1. So this will become 16x plus 1. This will become 16x minus 139. So this will become 16x minus 139. 139. We know that participants should always be greater than or equivalent to qualified. Participants is always greater than or equivalent to qualified. So 16x minus 139 is greater than or equivalent to 2x. 14x greater than or equivalent to 139. What is x minimum value? X minimum value is 10. 14 tens are 140. X minimum is 10. Why I took, suppose for example, think logically, question is a minimum number. If I take 64x plus 2, 16x plus 2, 16x plus 2, 16x minus 138, x will be 10. If you substitute, you will not get right minimum value. You will get one value which is greater than the minimum value. What is the question? What is the minimum number of participants in round 1? What is the minimum number of participants in round 1 according to this one? So it is nothing but 64x plus 64x plus 1. So this is 128x plus 1. X minimum is 10. So answer is 128 into 10 plus 1. Answer is 1281. Answer is 1281. I hope it is clear. What is the minimum score of India? Minimum score of India is 84. First we'll write down here. Minimum score of India. Minimum score of India is 84. Minimum score of India is 84, or it can score any runs greater than or equivalent to 84. In that 84 runs, Dhoni will score 10 runs, Sachin will score 50 runs, Kohli will score 16 runs, Sharma will score 8 runs. Sharma will score 8 runs. Sharma will score 8 runs, right? So 84, 25, it is 37.5, which is 12.5 ones are, 12.5 fours are, 12.5 threes are. Instead of 37.5, I took it as a 75%, but the value remains the same. Please make a note of that correction. Now, 10, 50, 16, 8. Minimum score of India is 84. What is the first question? How much Sharma has scored in the match? How much Sharma has scored, right? Sharma has scored in the match. How much? What is the minimum score of Sharma? Minimum score of Sharma is 8. We know the minimum score of Sharma. We know the minimum score of Sharma. We know the minimum score of Sharma as 8. That means he will always score runs in multiples of 8. If the score of India is 84, Sharma will score 8. If the score of India is 84, minimum score of Sharma is 8. The score of India could be anything greater than 84. So answer for the first question is cannot be determined uniquely. Cannot be determined uniquely. Right? Cannot be determined uniquely. Right? I said it as 37.5, but I took it as 75. 12.5 ones are, 12.5 fours are, 12.5 threes are. Rocking Raj for you. How Sharma got 8 runs? Sharma's minimum is 25, right? 4 is 0, sixers is 75. It is 103. Sharma cannot score 3 runs using sixer. So if I double it, 206. 206. What is the minimum score of Sharma? What is the minimum score of Sharma? It is 8. 10, 15, 16, 8. Answer for the first question is cannot be determined uniquely. Cannot be determined uniquely. Why? Because Sharma's score is dependent upon the score of India. I don't know the score of India. I know the minimum score of India. I know the minimum score of India. I know the minimum score of India. I hope it is clear, sir. First question answer is cannot be determined. Cannot be determined. Is it clear, sir? Next, second question. Second one. Now see here. Second question. Listen carefully. Second one. Read the question. Same thing. So, what could be the, read the question, what could be the minimum score and the maximum runs scored by Sachin in the match? Minimum and maximum runs scored by Sachin in this match. For Sachin, what did we get? Sachin, singles is we got fours, we got 20, fours we got it as 12, 6 we got it as 18. What is the minimum runs scored by Sachin? Minimum runs scored by Sachin is 50. Minimum runs scored by Sachin. Already we determined. Minimum runs scored by Sachin is 50. Maximum runs we cannot determine because it is dependent upon the score of Indian team. Maximum runs could be any multiple of 5 and it is dependent upon the score of Indian cricket team. Because the score of Indian cricket team is not known, because the score of Indian cricket team is not known, maximum runs for Sachin cannot be determined. Minimum runs answer is 50. Maximum runs answer is cannot be determined uniquely. Cannot be determined uniquely. Cannot be determined uniquely. I hope it is clear, right? I will tell you why we are taking a minimum score after some time. Just hold on, sir. What could be the minimum runs scored by Sachin in the match? Minimum runs scored by Sachin here is 50. Maximum runs. To get the maximum runs of Sachin or any other player, we need to know the right, we need to know the score of Indian cricket team. Without knowing the exact score of Indian cricket team, we cannot say that this is the score of a player. Depending upon the Indian cricket team score, the score of players will change depending upon Indian cricket team, right? Right? I hope it is clear. Maximum runs could be anything. It is dependent upon the score of Indian cricket team. Right? It is not dependent upon score of other 3 players. Answer is cannot be determined uniquely. Cannot be determined uniquely for the simple reason exact score of Indian cricket team is not known. If exact score of Indian cricket team is known, make the other 3 values minimum, this will become maximum. You can determine Sachin maximum by making other 3 minimum only when the score of Indian cricket team is known to us. Score of Indian cricket team is not known to us and not known to us, so we cannot determine, right? I hope it is clear. Second question, I hope it is clear. Minimum is 50, maximum runs cannot be determined uniquely. Next, third question. Third one. Read carefully this question, sir. We have taken a lot of time to develop some very, very good questions, right? So that you will think, and these are not direct problems, these are very, very logical problems. Question is, who scored highest runs in the match? Who scored highest runs in the match? Highest runs in the match. Again, now what I'll do is, I will first show it here, sir, so that Pavan, it will be very clear to you why it is not right. Depend other than minimum, why it is dependent upon the score. See here, Dhoni, singles, fours and sixers. Listen carefully, sir. 0, 4 and 6. So what is the minimum score we got? 10. Listen, 10. Next is Sachin. Sachin will be 20, 12 and 18. So the minimum score is 50. Next is Kohli. Kohli will be 286, which is 16. And Sharma will be 103, 206, it is 8. So the minimum score is 84. Now see here, sir. Minimum score is 84. Question is, who scored highest in the match? Who scored highest in the match? If the score of Indian cricket team is 84, Sachin scored highest. And the highest runs is nothing but 50. Highest is nothing but 50. Now if you see here, right, highest is nothing but 60. Suppose if the score is 164, if the score of Indian cricket team is 164, right? If the score of Indian cricket team is 164, this is 84 and this is 164. If it is 164, how much extra I require? Extra I require it as 80. Extra I require it as 80. Are you all with me? Right? That 80 could be Dhoni will score only in multiples of 10, Sachin will score in multiples of 50, Kohli will score in multiples of 6, Sharma will score in multiples of 8. I want extra 80. That extra 80 can be obtained only for Dhoni. So one case is 10 plus 80 is 90. So it is 50. This is 16 and it is 8. So what is 90 plus 50? 140. 140 plus 156 plus 8, 164. Now if you observe closely, if the score of Indian team is 164, who scored highest in the match? Who scored highest in the match? Dhoni scored highest in the match. If the score of Indian team is 84, who scored highest in the match? Sachin scored highest in the match. It is 50. If it is 164, I got Dhoni as one of the probable cases. That means if you observe, depending upon the score of the Indian cricket team, that person is scoring highest. That means answer for this question is, who scored highest in the match? Because exact score of Indian cricket team is not known. Because exact score of Indian cricket team is not known, answer for this question will be cannot be determined uniquely. Cannot be determined uniquely. Fantastic caselet. Every caselet I will spend about close to 15 to 20 minutes. Most of them are intermediate and advanced level. Students who are sitting there and just trying to solve the question. Today my classes are not going to happen like this. They are all very, very good caselets which involves thinking. Answer is cannot be determined uniquely. I hope the idea is very clear, right, sir? right? Now if I take 164, beta I took 164 rocking. For example, if I take 164, what is the score of Indian cricket team? 84. For 84 to become 164, extra how much I should get? 80. 80 is a multiple of 10. So I can take 80 as a multiple of 10. So Dhoni will score another 80. This could be one possibility. Are you all with me? Or Sharma also could score another 80 because 80 is a multiple of 8. So 80, 16, right? 50. What is 80 plus 16? 96, 140. You can also take 80 contributed here. Are you all with me, sir? Right? 80 contributed here. So not only Sachin, it could be Dhoni or it could be someone else depending upon the various cases. Rocking, I hope it is clear. I hope it could be Kohli also, 16 5s are 80. It could be Sharma also. It could be 8 into 10. It could be Dhoni also. It could be 10 into 8. It could be anyone, right, other than Sachin. I am trying to tell you that other than Sachin, there could be some more value. Therefore, it is cannot be determined. I hope it is clear. Answer for this question is cannot be determined uniquely. Cannot be determined uniquely. Fantastic question, sir. Next question. Next question. Answer is cannot be determined uniquely. Next one. See the next one, sir. 1 minute. Let me draft the question. Another question. See here. Same thing. If Dhoni's, first we will read the question. If Dhoni's strike rate is 0.8, if Dhoni's strike rate is 0.8, what is the minimum number of balls that Dhoni faced? Now in this question, strike rate is not given. First I will define strike rate. Strike rate is nothing but number of runs scored. Strike rate is nothing but number of runs scored by number of balls faced. Number of runs scored by number of balls faced. This is the definition of strike rate, and the strike rate definition should be given in the question. Not everybody who is preparing for CAT has a love towards cricket, right? So strike rate definition should be clearly be mentioned. Strike rate is number of runs scored by number of balls faced. What is the question? What is the minimum number of balls? What is the minimum number of balls that Dhoni faced? So number of balls faced will be number of balls faced will be number of runs scored. Number of runs scored by strike rate. What is the question? Number of balls faced will be minimum. Denominator is nothing but number of runs scored by 0.8 is 4 by 5. Right? Denominator is constant. If this is minimum, number of runs scored will also be minimum. Number of runs scored will also be minimum. Number of runs scored will also be minimum. What is the minimum number of runs scored by Dhoni? What is the minimum number of runs scored by Dhoni? We have taken it as, right, those of you who have listened to my first few minutes, this is 40, 0, 60. So this is 4:6. So minimum runs is 10. Minimum runs scored by Dhoni is 10. So if I take 10, so 10 divided by 4 by 5. 10 divided by 4 by 5 is 50 by 4, which is 12.5. Number of balls faced. Number of balls faced will not be in decimal. Number of balls faced will not be in decimal. So number of runs scored, minimum, I will not take it as 10. What is the next multiple of 10? 20. 20 by 4 by 5. This is nothing but 100 by 4, 100 by 4. Answer for this question is 25. Even though the minimum number of runs scored by Dhoni is 10. Dhoni is 10, but if I take 10, I am getting number of balls faced as 12.5. Number of balls faced as 12.5. Number of balls faced is nothing but cannot be in decimal. Number of balls faced by any batsman will be an integer. So I took the next multiple of 10, 20. 20 by 4 by 5 is 100 by 4. Answer is 25. Answer is 25. I hope it is clear, right, sir? Answer is 25. Trust me, sir. Today the class from 3 to 5 and night 9:30 to 11:30, students who love reasoning based problems, students actually who are not able to solve good number of problems in LRDI section of CAT, probably I will give a direction in today's class how you should think, how the questions are developed, all these questions. I hope this question is clear. This question is clear. Minimum number of balls faced will be 25. Right? Now let us go to the next question. Next question. I hope it is clear. One question. Beautiful class, sir. This will be, today's class will be one of the best classes, right? Out of all the classes which I have taken in terms of LR&DI, sir. Now see here. Next one. Read the question. Some student asked me why I took minimum, right? And we have taken close to about 6 to 8 hours in preparing these wonderful caselets for the good of students, right? Now see. Question. If England scored 83 for the loss of 6 wickets. If England scored 83 for the loss of 6 wickets. In reply to India's total after allotted 20 overs, which country won the match? And we will create one more question. By what margin? By what margin? Listen carefully, sir. England scored 83 for the loss of 6 wickets. England scored 83 for the loss of 6 wickets. In the first question we discussed what is the minimum score of India. Minimum score of India is 84. Those of you who missed out the first thing, minimum score of Dhoni, I got it as 10. Sachin, I got it as 50. Kohli, I got it as 16. And Sharma, I got it as 8. So it is given in the question, the total score of the Indian team was the sum of the scores of this batsman only. So what is the minimum score of India? Minimum score of India is the sum of the scores of these 4 batsmen. Now if you see here, minimum score of India is 84. How much in England scored? England scored 83 for the loss of 6 wickets. Who won the match? India won the match. India won the match by minimum 1 run. India won the match by minimum 1 run. India won the match by minimum 1 run. Especially the students who are preparing for CAT, this kind of caselets are coming very frequently in the last 3 to 4 years. Calculation based DI, the level of questions have decreased very much in CAT and non-CAT based exam. India won the match by minimum 1 run. India won the match by minimum 1 run. I hope it is clear, right? England score is 83 for the loss of 6 wickets and minimum score of India is 84. Minimum score of India is 84. England scored 83 for the loss of 6 wickets. India won the match by minimum. India won the match by minimum 1 run. All the caselets, especially bank exams, DI caselets are also coming very difficult. Do not miss any of the problem which I am discussing in case if you are a serious and a sincere competitive exam aspirant. I hope it is clear. One more question. One more question. One more question. One more question. Listen carefully. One more question. Let me draft the question. Now read the question, sir. If the total, it is given in the question, MBA Rocking Raj, how England score came. It is given in the question that England score is 83. If the score of England is 83 for the loss of 6 wickets, it is given in the question. Now next question, if the total runs scored by India was 150, who has hit the maximum number of sixers? Now before we solve the question, let us solve another easy question. If the total score of India was 108, who has hit the maximum number of fours? Please write this question, then we will solve that question. If the total runs scored by India was 108, who has hit the maximum number of fours? I want everyone to listen carefully to this question, sir. There are 4 people. One is Dhoni, another is Sachin, another is Kohli, another is Sharma. Dhoni, Sachin, Kohli and Sharma, singles, fours. Let us go back to our table. Singles, fours and sixers. So it is 406. Next it is 20, 12, 18. Next it is 286. This is what we discussed. Next it is 206. So minimum runs scored by all these people are 10, 50, 16 and 8. This is 84. Through minimum score only, we can solve all these questions easily. Once you understand 108, 150, you can solve it orally. Now see here. If the total run scored by India was 108, this is 108. This is 84. Minimum score is 84. Minimum score is 84. Required score is 108. This the minimum score is 84. How much extra I require? Extra I require 24. Extra I require 24. That 24 runs extra is contributed by Dhoni, Sachin, Kohli and Sharma. Dhoni will always score runs in multiples of 10. So 24 will not come. Sachin's minimum score is 50, right? So 24 is less than 50. So what we will do is, Kohli can score another 16, Sharma can score another 8. 16 plus 8 is 24. So this is 10, this is 50, this is 32, this is 16. So this is 108, this is one possibility. In 10 runs, now listen carefully, in 10 runs there is 1 4 is there. In 50 runs, there are 12 runs using fours, there are 3 fours are there. In 16 runs, there are 2 fours are there. So in 32 runs, there will be 4 fours. In 8 runs, 0 fours are there. So it is 0. These are minimum runs scored in terms of fours. This is one possibility. Another possibility, you can actually do it as, I want 24, right? 10 is not a factor of 24, 50 is not a factor of 24, 16 is not a factor of 24. 24 can come only from 8 runs. So if it comes only from 8 runs, this is 10, this is 50. So this is 32 and next is 60. This is another case possibility. 24 runs is here. The 24 runs can come through a combination of 16 and 8 or through a only combination of 8. Now if you see 10, 50, 16 and 32, this total score is also 108. What is the question? Question is, if it is 108, who has hit the maximum number of fours? 10 there will be 1 4, 50 there will be 3 fours, 16 there will be 2 fours, so it is 2, 32 16 there will be no fours, so it is 0. That means if I take this case 1, who has hit the maximum number of fours? Case 1 is giving you Kohli. If I take case 2, who has hit the maximum number of fours? Maximum number of fours is coming from 50. 50 is Sachin. That means if the total score of India was 108, who scored maximum number of fours? Answer will be Kohli or Sachin. Answer will be Kohli or Sachin. I hope it is clear. Kohli or Sachin. So it could be, if answer option contains Kohli or Sachin, you tick mark it. If there are only single people names, answer is cannot be determined. Right? Sorry sir, here it is 0. Right? Single I took it as fours. Nagarjuna, you are right. So it is single, 4 singles and 6 ones. It is 0. These are not 1 sir. These are 10 and 0. I hope it is clear, right sir? Idea is clear. This is for 108. Now let us solve our original question. I hope it is clear, right? Now, once you understand the questions, next questions are very, very easy. Now let us solve our question. Now if you solve our question, let us see. This is our original question. If the total runs scored by India was 150, who has hit the maximum number of sixers? So Dhoni, again we will solve. We will not get the answer. We will just see the approach. So single will be 4, fours will be zeros, 6 will be 6. Minimum will be 10. Sachin is nothing but 20, 12 and 18. This will be 50. Kohli will be 286, which is 16. Sharma will be 206, which is 84. Now I will not solve the question. Minimum score, I will just give you the approach. Minimum score is 84. Required score is required I think this is 0, this is 4. Am I right? 0, 4 and 6. Sorry sir. In hurry, this is the problem with the DI if you are not looking at the question. So I think, no sir, you are all are right, I am wrong. It is 0, 4 and 6. I hope you have understood the approach, right? Approach clear, right? Do not need to worry. Minimum score is 84. Required score is 150. So 84. You are all right. Right? 150. Extra is 66. Just I am writing cases here. You can do it later. 50 plus 16, one case. Next one, like that multiple cases will happen. 50 plus 2 into 8 is 16. Case number 3. 5 into 10 plus 16. Case number 4. Like that, do as many cases as possible. 5 into 10 plus 2 into 8. Case number 5. 8 into 5 plus 10 plus 2 into 8. Do not worry about any calculation mistake. I am more interested in giving you conceptual clarity. I hope you got the conceptual clarity. Don't worry about the calculation. You can do it later. You can do it later. I took the red color portion as singles, but it is 0, 4 and 6. In the previous question, I took it as 0, but actually it is 1. Right? So take all the cases. If this question is given to your exam, kindly avoid this question because it involves too many cases. It involves too many cases. I hope the idea is very clear. Idea is clear, sir. Single caselet we have discussed in detail. How many runs a player can score, what is the minimum score, what is the maximum score. If the total runs scored by India is given, how to find the minimum number, how to find out the person who has scored minimum number of fours, maximum number of sixers, minimum number of sixers, maximum number of fours. I hope it is clear, right? This entire caselet, I hope it is clear. Clear, right? Now, next one. All today's class, entire question will be very logical, sir. Now, next caselet. Listen carefully. Next caselet. First is a little bit of a difficult one. Second, I will try to make it little bit of easy ones. Easy ones. Case study based problems we will solve. See the questions. Question. This question is based on case study based DI. Case study based DI. First one is based on cumulative bar graph based DI. Second one is based on case study based DI. First, before solving it, take 1 minute, read the question. Kindly read the question, sir. Read the question. Read the question. Take 1 minute, read the question. There is a company, ABC Limited Company. It produces silicon chips, 1000 at a time in a batch. So, first one, number of chips manufactured. Number of chips manufactured is 1000. Number of chips manufactured is 1000. I hope it is clear. The company has to ensure that it does not supply defective chips, okay, as they are critical to the functioning of a computer. Okay. If a buyer receives a defective chip, ABC has to pay a penalty of 150 per chip. So, numbers of chips manufactured are 1000. Number of defective chips is given by N. It is given in the last statement. N is the number of defective chips per batch. Now see here. Now see, instead of discussing like this, I will make it in a simple language and I will use ANC as an example to explain. Now, suppose Anil Nair classes gave order to 1000 books. I gave an order to 1000 books to a Xerox vendor. He gave it a print and he came and he submitted it to office. Now, I did not kept any resource to check whether any page is empty or not. There is no test done. If there is no test done, now if you see, so if it is no test done, some students have ordered for the books and I gave the books without checking it. So defective books reached the customer. Customer has penalized ANC with 150 rupees. So no test means 150 N. No test means 150 yen. So number of defective chips is yen. If a defective chips reaches the customer, customer will sue ANC with a penalty of 150 rupees. So no test is 150 into yen. Now ANC is losing a lot of money in paying penalties. So what I did is I appointed a junior executive who is not experienced, right? So the role what he will do is, first read this. Test 1 costs 6 rupees per chip. So what he will do is, he will take a book, every book. He will open all the pages and he will check whether every page is printed properly or not. His role is take a book, check whether every page is printed properly or not. Like that he will do it for 1000 books. So it is 1000 into 6. Because he is a neophyte or does not have a great experience, he can identify only 80% of the defective chips. He identified only 80% of the defective chips. So 80% he has identified, 20% will go to the customer. If it reaches the customer, customer will attract a penalty, right? Will sue ANC with a penalty of 150 rupees. These, whatever these 80% of defective chips, right? To rework on it, it costs 75 rupees per chip. Every book it checked whether it is properly printed or not, 1000 into 6, 80% are checked properly. So for this will go for rework. Rework is 80% into n into 75. 20% will not given for rework. So 20% will go to the customer. So test 2. I hope it is clear. Now, because test 1 is handled by an inexperienced person, now I kept an experienced person. What he will do, experienced person, test 2 costs 9 rupees per chip. So, because he is experienced, he is charging more. It is 1000 into 9. Because he is experienced, he can deduct all defective chips. So, he has identify all defective chips. So 100% of n. This will go for rework. It is 75. I hope these 3 equations are very, very clear to you. Very, very clear to you, sir. First, there is no employee who has kept to check whether they are properly printed or not. N chips will go to the customer. Penalty is 150 yen. I kept a junior executive. Each book he will check whether it is printed properly or not. 1000 into 6. Because he is not highly experienced, he identifies 80%. 20% will go to the customer. So it is 150. Test 2. Experienced person, 1000 into 9, 100% into n into 75. Now let us write down the equations here. Beautiful question based on case study. No test is 150 yen. Now test 1 will become 80% is 4 by 5. 4 by 5 into 75 into n, which is 60 yen. 20% of n into 150, which is 30 yen. So this is nothing but 6000 plus 90 yen. 6000 plus 90 yen. Test 2 is nothing but 9000 plus 75 yen. There are 3 cases we got. One is 150 yen, 6000 plus 90 yen, 9000 plus 75 yen. 9000 plus 75 yen. I hope it is clear. Now listen carefully, sir. Now listen carefully. Let me go back to the question. What is the question? Minimizing cost is the only purpose. Cost should be minimized. Cost should be minimized. Cost should be minimized. The value which gives the lowest value, that either no test or test 1 or test 2 is taken. Suppose if I do no test versus test 1, no test versus test 1, so this will be 150 yen equivalent to 6000 plus 90 yen. So n is 100. If 100 defective chips are there, I can use either no test or test 1. Either no test or test 1. Let me take what will happen if n is less than 100. If n equivalent to 80, no test will become 150 into 80, which is 12,000. Test 1 will become 6,000 plus 90 into 80. 7,200 plus 6,000, 13,200. 13,200. That means if the number of defective chips are 100, either no test or test 1. If n is less than 100, which one is giving you the minimum cost? 12,000 is giving you the minimum cost. That means n is less than 100, use no test. N is greater than 100, use test 1. I hope it is clear, right, sir? If I take these two equations, no test and test 1, you will come to know which test should be used depending upon the value of n. If n equivalent to 100, no test or test 1, no test or test 1. If n is less than 100, no test. If n is greater than 100, test 1. N is greater than 100, test 1. I hope it is clear, right, sir? Now see the first question. Right, there is a mistake in the option. First option is n is less than 150. Question is, ABC should not use any quality control test. Should not use means no test. When did we get no test? No test. When did we got no test, sir? No test is nothing but n less than 100. No test is n less than 100. I hope the question is clear. A 3 case study approach. This is what you are going to do once you do an MBA degree. Which product to launch, where to launch, what is place, what is product, what is promotion, right? All 5 P's you will come to know, which we call it as a positioning of a product. So number of chips manufactured is 1,000, number of defective chips. I hope it is clear, right, sir? Idea is clear? Idea clear, sir? So the first one answer is n less than 100. N less than 100. Next, before. Idea clear, sir? Beautiful question, case study based. All the students who are asking to Ajay sir, take the high level DI, high level DI. All these caselets are very high level DIs. Next question. Next one. Let me draft the question. Next question. See the question, sir. First one. We have to write few values. No test. No test, we got it as 150 yen. Test 1 we got it as 6,000 plus 90 yen. Test 2 we got it as 9,000 plus 75 yen. If 200 less than n less than 400, if n is 300, take a value. So this will become 150 into 300, which is 45,000. 90 into 300, 27,000 plus 6,000, which is 33,000. Right? So 75 into 300, 22,500 plus 9,000, which is nothing but 31,500. According to the question, it is nothing but minimizing cost. 31,500, 33,000, 45,000, which is the lowest value. Lowest value is 31,500, which we got it for test 2. So what is the answer for this question? ABC Limited should use test 2. Answer for this question is ABC Limited should use test 2. I hope it is clear, right, sir? Idea clear? Case study based DI. First one was cumulative bar graph and the next one was case study based DI. Every caselet unique variety, sir. Unique variety. Next one. Third question. Let me draft the question. Third question. See the third question. So already we discussed, right? No test will give you 150 yen. Test 1 will give you 6000 plus 90 yen. Test 2 will give you 9000 plus 75 yen. Now see here. Already we discussed this is 60 yen equivalent to 6000. Yen value is 100. Yen value 100 means either you can use no test or test 1. Either we can use no test or test 1. We can use either no test or test 1. Idea clear, sir? Simply, in simple language, I will tell you, sir. This is equivalent n equivalent to 100. No test will be n less than 100. This is equivalent n equivalent to 200. This will be n greater than 200. Simple. No test or test 1. Right? I hope it is clear. Next one. Next one. Next question. Next one. Let me add the question, sir. See the next question. What should be the, let me first read the question. What should be the value of n such that ABC Limited can use either test 1 or test 2? Test 1, what is the answer we got? 6000 plus 90 yen. Test 2, what is the answer we got? Answer is 9000 plus 75 yen. So both are equal. So 15 yen equivalent to 3000. What is yen value? 200. If the number of defective chips are 200, then I can use either test 1 or test 2. Test 1 or test 2 can be used. Test 1 or test 2 can be used if n value is 200. If n value is 200. Case study based DI. Case study based DI. One problem will solve and cumulative bar graph based DI, another set we solved. Two different sets. One is a cumulative bar graph based TI and another is a case study based TI. I hope it is clear. Next. One caselet. Just what you have to do is just start listening to the classes. We'll cover as many models as possible in our live class so that when you look at a new question, your fear of looking at a question will not be there. Look at this question, sir. Cat replica based question. Read the question. This question is based on analytical reasoning. Analytical reasoning based question. Analytical reasoning based question. First read the question. A beautiful question. I have seen it in one of the mocks where half page solution is there. Just listen carefully. I will try to solve this question right just by using common sense. First read the question. First read the question, sir. Third caselet based on analytical reasoning. Analytical reasoning. There are 4 persons: Mohit, Manohar, Prashant and Dinesh. There are 4 people. Mohit, Manohar, Prashant and Dinesh. Okay, the first step is clear. 4 people, each had some initial money with them. They got some initial money with them. They were all playing bridge in such a way that the lower doubled the money. Lower doubled the money of each of the other 3 persons from his side. Right? So lower will double the money of each of the other 3 persons from his share. They played how many rounds? 4 rounds. This is round 1. This is round 2. This is round 3. And this is after round 4. After round 4. In LRDI, first thing is read the question. First thing is read the question. Somewhere you will find the root cause of the problem. Somewhere we will find the root cause of the problem. Listen carefully, sir. Round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4. At the end of 4th round, each person had 32,000. Mohit got 32,000. Manohar got 32,000. Prashant got 32,000 and Dinesh got 32,000. This is the end of 4th round. Right. There is another key point. They played 4 rounds. Each person lost 1 round. That means during first round, first person lost. During second round, second person lost. During third round, third person lost. During 4th round, 4th person lost. Now see here, because I know at the end of 4th round, I will not come from the top, I will do the bottom up parsing. If I do the bottom up approach, I will get the answer in a single step. I will get the answer in a single step. Now see here, during 4th round, who will lose? 4th person will lose. I will circle mark. If a person is going from round 3 to round 4, it is a double. If a person is going from round 4 to round 3, it is half. So it is 16k. It is also 16k. This is also 16k. At the end of every round, the sum will remain the same. Only the money circulation will happen. 32 4s are 128. 16 3s are 48. So this is nothing but 80k. This is nothing but 80k. Again I am explaining. Listen carefully. During 4th round, 4th person will lose. During 4th round, 4th person will lose. If he loses it, right? So moving from R3 to R4 is double. Moving from R4 to R3 is, now see here, it is half. 16, 16, 16, 80. This 4th person enters into the 4th round. So he loses it. When he loses it, he makes a double of other 3 players. 16 is 32, 16 is 32, 16 is 32. Remaining is 32. I hope it is clear. Similarly, during third round, third person will lose. If a third person loses, going from R3 to R2, it is 8k. Here also it is 8k. Here also it is 40k. R2 to R3 is a double. R3 to R2 is half. So remaining will be 8 plus 8, 16. 16 plus 40, 56. 56 means this will be 72. Total sum should always be 1,28,000. Total sum should always be 1,28,000. Now in the second round, second person will lose. If a second person loses, remaining it will be half. 4k, 36k and this is 20k. So remaining will be 4 plus 30 is 40. 40 plus 20 is 60. So remaining will be 68k. I hope it is clear. During the first round, first person will lose. If the first person loses, remaining will be half. 34K, next it is 18K, next it is 10K. 34 plus 18, 42, 42 plus 10, 52, 52 means remaining is 66K. How beautifully you can solve this question by taking bottom-up approach. By taking bottom-up approach. 66, 34, 18, 10. I hope it is clear, right, sir? Just at the end of fourth round, values are given. Instead of me coming from R1 to R4, I am coming from R4 to R1. R4 to R1. 32, 32. Again, second time explaining. 32, 32, 32. 32. 16, 16, 16. 16, 16, 16. 80. Next one, 8K. During fourth round, fourth person will lose. If he loses, others will be doubled. Coming from R4 to R3, it will be half. This is 8K, 8K, 40K, 72K. I hope it is clear, right, sir? 4K. Please take an image of this value, sir. Otherwise, again, we have to write. All the questions can be solved by using this diagram. The diagram is completely filled. See the first question. What was the amount with Mohit to start with? Mohit started with initially which amount? What is the answer? 66,000. What is the answer? 66,000. Answer for this question is 66,000. 66,000. I hope it is clear. 66,000. First one. Second one. Second one. See the question, sir. Second question. Now you can solve all the questions, sir. Because I need to write it again. I asked you to take a screenshot, or otherwise Mohit, Manohar, Prashant and Dinesh. What is the initial value we got? Initial value is 66K, next is 34K, next is 18K, next is 10K. At the end of first round, what is the value we got? 4K, next is 68K, next is 36K, and next is 20K. Question is, what was the amount with Manohar at the end of first round? End of first round is 68,000. Answer for this question is 68,000. I hope it is clear. 68,000. Amount with Manohar at the end of first round is 68,000. Do not come from top to bottom. Take from bottom to top. Take from bottom to top. I hope it is clear, right, sir? Third question. Third one. Third one. Listen carefully. Third question. If I take the third question, what was the lowest amount? What was the lowest amount at any round throughout the tournament? What was the lowest amount? So 4 people are there. That is Mohit. Next is Manohar. Next is Prashant. And next is Dinesh. I will write the table once again. 66K, 34K, 18K, 10K. Next is 4K, 68K, 36K, 20K. These after first round. Second round, what is the value we got? 8K, 8K, 72K, 40K. What is the third round value we got? 16K, 16K, 16K. Next is 80K. What is the fourth round value we got? 32K, 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 32K. Lowest amount is for 4,000. Answer is for Mohit. Answer is for Mohit. 1 caselet. All the students who are asking for LRDI classes, here comes the LRDI classes. Numerical reasoning based DI. numerical reasoning based DI, another variety. Ajay sir will discuss basic level questions and I will discuss intermediate and high level based questions. Numerical reasoning based DI. First read the question, try to solve this question, right? We will include all the possible last few years questions with a change in numerical values, right? So I think all the students slowly, just now we started beta. Last 3 to 4 days, a lot of DI classes are happening. Those of you are following our ANC YouTube channel, minimum 8 to 10 hours classes is happening. Every day 8 to 10 hours classes is happening. If you are going for any coaching center and everything, they have given a vacation and everything. They want you to celebrate Dasara. My definition of celebrating Dasara is to share knowledge with my students who are very serious and sincere. Try to solve this caselet for 2 minutes. Numerical reasoning based DI. Case study based DI is over. Bar graph based DI is over. Analytical reasoning based caselet is over. Now numerical reason. Numerical reason. I will explain at 4:30. Take 2 minutes to solve. Please recommend all your friends to watch our YouTube live classes, right? And this content, the way of solving is completely different from other YouTube channels. And by this time probably you must have realized it. Morning Ajay sir has solved some beautiful DI based questions, right, by using smarter approaches. No single student who is my video course content should feel that this caselet is not there in my video content. I am trying to keep every possible video content, right, so that my students will get advantage over others. Definitely I am a very selfish teacher. I want my students to be different from others. Answer bolo beta. Read the question. Whenever you are solving any reasoning based questions, first read the question. You will get hints somewhere. Use the hints. Find out few values. Connect the dots. Connect the dots. Any answers? Let me solve the question. Let me solve the question. Now see, A, B, C, D, E, F and G are consecutive integers. Are consecutive integers, not necessarily in that order. So they are, how many variables are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 variables. The value which the variables are taking, they are all consecutive, right? Variables are not consecutive. The values which they are taking is consecutive. Lowest of this is greater than 50. Okay. Highest is less than 60. Lowest is greater than 50. Highest is less than 60. Lowest is greater than 50. Highest is less than 60. There could be any values. Now the first hint. G by 4. G is divisible by 4. This is the first hint. G is divisible by 4. Numbers should be greater than 50, less than 60. The numbers which are divisible by 4 is 52 and 56. Suppose if I take 52 and 56. G can take any two possibilities, 52 and 56. B is the highest number and is a prime number. B is the highest number and is a prime number. What is the prime number which is highest, greater than 50 and less than 60? Which is 59. 59. B is the highest. So B is 59. Values are consecutive. So the next will be 58. Next will be 57. Next will be 56. Next will be 55. Next will be 54. Next will be 53. Only 7 values we require, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. G cannot take 52. G cannot take 52. Another value also we got. G is 56 and B is 59. I hope it is clear, right? G is 56 and B is 59. So if I substitute E minus D plus 11 is nothing but G by 4. E minus D plus 11, it is nothing but 56 by 4, 14. E minus D is 3. E minus D is 3. E minus D is 3. What is E minus D3 means? This is already allocated to a variable. This is already allocated to a variable. 57 minus 54 is 3. 58 minus 55 is 3. 59 minus 59 minus 56 is 3. 59 minus 56 is 3. But 56 is already given to G. So out of these two cases, what is the next case? C minus D equivalent to B minus A. A is an odd number. A is an odd number. C is an even number. A is an odd number. C is an even number. Now if you see, what is B? B is 59. 59 is an odd number. So odd minus odd is even. Odd minus odd is even. Even minus even should be even. So D value will be even. D value should be even. According to this equation, according to point number 3 and point number 4, D value should be even. D value here it is odd. So another value, D is 54, it is given. E is 57, it is given. D is 54 and E is 57. D over 56 over 59 over 57 over. Now if you substitute C minus 54 equivalent to 59 minus A. So C plus A is 113. C plus A is 113. C is even. What is A value? A is odd. C is even. A is odd. Which case will satisfy? 58 plus 55 is 113. 58 plus 55 is 113. So C value will be 58. A value will be 55. Remaining variable is F. F value will be 53. F value will be 53. F is 53. D is 54. A is 55. G is 56. E is 57. C is 58. And B is 59. I hope it is clear, right, sir? All the values we got. Here 3 values I wrote, and here also 3 values I wrote. F is 53, D is 54, A is 55, G is 56, E is 57, C is 58, 59. 59 is B, 58 is C, 57 is E, G is 56, A is 55, D is 54, F is 53. What is the smallest number? Smallest number is nothing but F. Answer is F. 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 Right? F. I hope it is clear, right, sir? F. F is 53. First one it is clear, right, sir? First one it is clear. First one it is clear. Second question. Second question. Those of you who want to know why I eliminated 52 is B is the highest number and is a prime number. Highest number and a prime number is B value is 59. If B is 59, so this will be 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. So that is the reason 52 is eliminated. Second one. Any confusions? Let me choose. Where is the confusion, Shobit? Right. Now, second one. Second one. Now, what are the values we got? Values we got are F is 53, D is 54, A is 55, G is 56, E is 57, E is 57, C is 58, and B is 59. What does the number C denote? C will denote 58. Answer for this question is 58. Answer for this question is 58. I hope the logic is clear. Directly you can solve it. Answer is 58. Third question. E minus A is. What is E minus A? What is the value of E? E is nothing but 57. What is the value of A? A is nothing but 55. 57 minus 55. What will be the answer? Answer is 2. Answer is 2. Numerical reasoning based DI, case study based DI, cumulative bar graph based DI, right? Analytical reasoning based DI. 4 different varieties of questions which we solved. Idea is clear, right, sir? Next one. I hope it is clear, right? Next one. Listen carefully, sir. Next one. Next. Listen carefully. Another variety. Let me open the caselet. 1 minute. Another variety. How to solve by using answer options. Read the caselet. Using answer options. Please tick mark this question, sir. This is taken from previous year management exams. Using answer options. Using answer options. Now listen carefully. Using answer options. Using answer options. First read the question. Read the question. Kindly read the question, sir. 1 minute, please read the question. At the end of the soccer season, every player has scored a prime number of goals. So, every player has scored a prime number of goals. Okay. This is the first statement. Average of the 11 players was also a prime number. Average is nothing but a prime number. This is also clear. No player's individual tally was the same as anyone else. That means every player will score a unique prime number of goals. No two people will show the same thing. Unique prime number of goals. Third point also clear. Third also clear. R as the average. Every player's goals which is a prime number is not equivalent to average. That is also clear. Nobody has scored more than 45 goals. Nobody has scored more than 45 goals means everybody scored goals less than 45 and it should be a prime number. So list all the prime numbers 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, next is 29, next is 31, next is 37, next 41, next 43. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43. Totally how many are there? Here 3, 3 plus 3 6, 6 plus 3 9, 9 plus 3 12, 12 plus 2 14. Total there are 14 prime numbers are there. Total there are 14 prime numbers are there, but I want 11 prime numbers because there are 11 players. 3 numbers I have to omit. 3 prime numbers I need to delete it. 3 prime numbers I need to delete it. 3 prime numbers I need to delete it. I hope it is clear, right, sir? 3 prime numbers I need to delete it. Now let us see the first question. What is the first question? What is the average of their goal scores? What is the second key point? Average is a prime number. 27 is a composite number. 25 is a composite number. 23, 29, 31. Out of these three, one number will be the answer. What is the average of their goal scores? Average is given by S and by N. Average is given by S and by N. Suppose, if I assume average as 23, if I assume average as 23, 23 equivalent to, there are total 11 players, yes 11 by 11. So sum of 11 players will become 23 into 11. 23 into 11 is 253. 23 into 11 is 253. Sum of 11. Average cannot be the score of the player. So 23 we have to eliminate it. 23 we have to eliminate it. 30, right? Total 11 numbers, sum should be 253. Let me check what is the sum of the 13 numbers. 2 plus 3, 5. 10, 17, 28, 41, 58, 77, till here 77, 29, 31, till here 60. This is 84, 84 plus 37, 121. So it is nothing but 137, 137 plus 251, 258. 258 is the sum of remaining 13 numbers. 253 is the sum of 11 numbers. What is the difference? Difference is 5. 5 is nothing but the sum of two numbers. The two numbers is nothing but 2 plus 3. Two numbers is nothing but 2 plus 3. So here 2 is eliminated, here 3 is eliminated. Finish. So answer for this question is average is 23. Even though I am taking assumption, that assumption is coming out to be fact because sum of 13 numbers is coming out to be 258 and 11 numbers is coming out to be 253. 253, 258. Sum is 5. 5 is nothing but 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3. I hope it is clear. Average is 23. Right? You might also check, Anil sir, can I cross check with other values? Please go ahead and cross check with 29 and 31. In case if you are getting it, tick mark it. In this case, you will not get it. So answer, average of the goal scores came out to be 23. Idea clear? First question. Second question. So what all numbers we eliminated? 2 we eliminated. 2 we eliminated. 3 we eliminated. 2 eliminated 3. Just 1 minute, sir. Just 1 minute. Pen is not writing. Try to solve the next question. Write the next question. Solve the next question, sir. Right. What is the next question? Once you understand, these are all easy questions. What are the numbers we eliminated? 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43. Which numbers we eliminated? Eliminated numbers are 2 we eliminated, 3 we eliminated, 23 I think we eliminated. So what is the maximum number of goals scored by a single player? Maximum number of goals scored by a single player is 43. Very easy question. 43. This is an easy question. Next, get into the next question. Third question. Third one. Try to solve the question. What was the minimum number of goals scored by a single player? Already we discussed 2, 3, 5, 7 and so on up to 43. 2 is not possible, 3 is not possible. What is the minimum number of goals scored by a single player? What will be the answer? 5. Answer is 5. I hope it is clear. Very easy question. Once you get out of 14, 3 are eliminated, remaining 11. If you get it, then all these questions are sitters. 5. Another question. Try to solve this question. This is the beauty about the reasoning caselet. Once you understand it, they are all very easy. So what are these scores? 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43. Which all are eliminated? 2 is eliminated, 3 is eliminated. Here average 23 is eliminated. How many players scored about 20 goals? About 20, how many are there? 29, 31, 37, 41, 43. Totally how many are there? 5. Totally how many are there? 5. I hope it is clear, right, sir? The very easy caselet. Let us not spend too much time. Once you get out of 14, 3 are eliminated, you can develop any question on your own. 5. All 3 questions can be solved by using answer options. I took 23 from the answer option. Another beautiful caselet. Let me open the caselet. Variety of caselets we will discuss. Read the question, sir. Right. First and second, all the questions can be solved. One by one, we will read the question. In a target shooting competition, a person is allowed to shoot at 4 targets successively. Okay. Then followed by the next competitor. Total, how many players are there in a context between A, B and C? So A, B or C are there. So first person, listen carefully, sir. Next is second person. Next is third person. First person, second person and third person. First person, we don't know who is the first person. First person will shoot at 4 targets. Second person will shoot at 4 targets. Third person will shoot at 4 targets. That means in one round, how many targets are over? In one round, how many shots are over? 12 shots are over. Totally, how many shots are fired? 78 shots are fired. 78 means if I take 72 shots, that means 6 rounds are over. 6 rounds are over. I hope it is clear. Every round 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. 6 rounds means 6 times. First person 24 shots, second person 24 shots, third person 24 shots. Next, because the total shots given in the question, the total shots given in the question is 78. Total shots given in the question is 78, but I got only 72. First person will get a chance to shoot at target 4 more times. Second person 2 more times. 72 plus 4, 76. 76 plus 2 is 78. First person 28. Second person 26. Third person 24. I hope this is clear, right, sir? First person will get an opportunity to shoot at the target 28 times, second person 26 times, third person 24 times. First person 28 times, second person 26 times, third person 24 times. We don't know who is the first person, who is the second person, who is the third person. If I can map A, B and C with the first person, second person and third person, I will get the answer. Listen carefully better to this question. So there are three people. A, next is B, next is C. We don't know who is the first person, second person, third person. First person can hit the target, or first person can miss the target. Similarly, second person can hit the target and second person can miss the target. Third person can hit the target, third person can miss the target. Now see, total number of hits are 43 and total number of targets missed are 35. 43 and 35. We don't know who is the first person, who is the second person, who is the third person. Now listen carefully. This I am using answer options. How many targets did A hit? A maximum shots can a person can hit is 28. It cannot go beyond 28. A person maximum he can hit is 28. It cannot go beyond 28. So first option 42 is eliminated. Second option 34 is eliminated. So it could be 17, it could be 14, or it could be cannot be determined. Listen carefully. 17, 14 or cannot be determined. Suppose I am assuming that A is the first person. Listen carefully, sir. If I assume A is the first person and the third option is right, if A is the first person and third option is right, first person will shoot at the target 28 times. So total miss will be 11. Total miss will be 11. Total value is 35. This is 11. So the remaining value will be 24. Remaining value will be 24. I hope it is clear, right, sir? If I assume that A 17 is the right answer and A is the first person, hit will be 17, total will be 28, miss will be 11 and remaining will be 24. There is a condition. Condition is, if a target is hit, the shooter is awarded 2 points. Okay. If a target is hit, the shooter is awarded 2 points. If he missed the target, others are awarded 1 point each. That means if A shoots at the target, he will get 2 points. 17 twos are 34. If B missed the target or C missed the target, A will get 1 point. What is 34 plus 24? What is 34 plus 24? It is 58. It is 58. But what is the score of A given in the question? A is 60. That means my assumption that A is the first person is incorrect. If A is not the first person, if A is the second person total shots is 26. This is 17. So this will be 9. Remaining will be 26. Remaining will be 26. Are you all with me? So what is the score of A? Score of A is nothing but 17 into 2, 34. If he missed the target, I will get 1 point. 34 plus 26 is 60. A value is also 60. That means my assumption is fact. 17 is the right answer. 17 plus 9 is 26. 26 means A is the second person. A is the second person. A is the second person. I hope it is clear. Again, I am explaining question step by step. Please listen carefully, sir. Please listen carefully. I want everybody to listen to the question carefully. First, there are three people, A, B and C. A person will shoot at a target 4 times. Similarly, second person 4, third person 4. 12 shots is 1 round. 12 shots is 1 round. Total 78 shots are there. 78 shots means 6 rounds will get over. So 72 shots will get over. A will get an opportunity to shoot at the target 4 times. B will get an opportunity to shoot at the target 2 more times. If A and B are the first and second person. So if A is the first person, he will shoot at the target 28 times. If first person, second person means 26, third person is 24. I hope it is clear. First 28, second 26, third 24. Right? 24. Right? Please do not conclude anything, because the definition of a winner in this match is not only if a person, right, Mehran, right? You may or may not be right. That was my next point. You are taking 78 with 24, 24, 4 and 2. Suppose see here, there are three people A, B and C. C can get 2 points at the beginning. Not because he has hit the target, but because A and B missed the target. So A can win the match only if not only if it is 24, 24, 24, 4, 2. A can also win the match and get a score of 78 by competitor losing the match. Here I will get points not because I am skillful. I will also get points because my competitors are not skillful. I hope it is clear. First person, second person and third person. First person, second person and third person. A, B and C. We don't know who is the first person, who is the second person, who is the third person. If I take A has the second person hit is 17. I took it from the answer option. Second person is 26. So it is 9. Remaining is 26. The score of A is 17 into 2, 34 plus 26, 60. It is matching it. So A is the second person. I will try solve one more question so that it will be extremely clear to you. Extremely clear to you. Extremely clear to you. Next, take one more question, sir. One more question. Listen carefully. These are all beautiful reasoning based caselets, sir. Then we will talk. This kind of question, the more you listen, the more you will understand the way I solve the question. Then you can solve the question. See here. What is that we discussed? Here it is A. Here it is B. Here it is C. He will hit the target or it will miss the target. Total hits are 43. Total miss is 35. Total miss is 35. What is the next one that we got? This is 17 and it is 9. So A is the second person. A is the second person to hit the target. A is the second person to hit the target. Now see here, how many targets did B miss? B miss. I will take, suppose for example, second question. If B miss is 10, we don't know whether B is the first person or the third person. If I call it as first person will be 28. Total will be 35, so remaining is 16. What will be the score of B? Score of B is, if I hit the target, I will get 2 points, like that 2 into 18. Competitor miss the target, I will get 36 plus 25, which is 61. But what is the score of B? Score of B is 53. That means my assumption is incorrect. What is my next assumption? B is the third person. If B is the third person, it is 14. So if it is 14, this will be 2 into 14. Competitors miss the target. 9 plus 16. It is 53. Score of B in the question is 53. That means this is also 53. That means my assumption is right. A is the second person. B is the third person. The only option left is C. C is the first person. First person means this is 12. What is the score of C? 2 into 12 plus 10 plus 9. 24 plus 19, which is 43. C square is also 43. That means C is the first person, A is the second person, B is the third person. Beautiful caselets, sir. All the caselets which I am going to discuss from today's class, you will enjoy the class. Especially the students who enjoy logic will enjoy these logical reasoning classes, sir. So A is the second person, B is the third person, and C is the first person. All the conditions are satisfied. Plug in from the answer option, try to check whether it is right or wrong. Whether it is right or wrong. I hope it is clear. So what is the answer for this question? Answer for this question is, how many targets did B miss? What is the answer for this question? 10. Answer for this question is 10. Answer for this question is 10. Clear idea? Clear? Idea is clear? Right. One more question. One more question. Now I took it as 10 as the right answer. You check it out, Swati with 6, and Swati with 6 you check it out. If it is not working, go to 10 beti. Okay. First one. Who was the second person to shoot? Already we discussed who was the second person to shoot. A is the second person to shoot, B is the third person to shoot, and C is the first person to shoot. So second person to shoot, answer is B. Answer is B. Those of you who want to know how the tablet is there, this is hit and this is miss. Hit and miss. So here it is 10, here it is 14, here it is 17, here it is 9, here it is 16, here it is 12. This is the total. Hits are nothing but 26, 35. This is 43. Hit is 43, miss is 35. This is the final table. A score is nothing but 17 twos are 34 plus 26, 60. B square is nothing but 28 plus 25, 53. C square is nothing but 24 plus 19, 43. I hope it is clear, sir. I hope, right? Please check by using answer options. Check by using the first option. If it is not working, check by using the second option. If you use X and Y methods, this caselet will take close to 15 to 20 minutes to solve. I hope, right? This is a very, very beautiful caselet. Now, see the first and second question. I did not solve this question because I wanted to solve easy question. Now we will see. Average weight of the students in the class is minimum possible. So average I got it as 45 plus x by 20. So x is minimum. It cannot be 0. X minimum is 20. That means boys it will be 20. Girls it will be 180. Okay. This clear. Girls it will be 180. Now maximum number of students in section C. Here it will be this entire maximum number of students in section C. In this one maximum number of students should be there. Now listen carefully, sir. First note, then I will solve. Note average of 97, 98, 101. What is one way to solve? One way to solve it is 97 plus 98 plus 101 divided by 3. Another is tentative average. If I take it as 97, 97, 97, 0, 98, 97. What is the difference? 1. 101, 97. What is the difference? 4. 0 plus 1 plus 4 by 3. So you can take a tentative average, see how many remaining numbers are ahead or below. 98 is 1 above, 101 is 4 above. Same thing we will do. Listen carefully, sir. Listen carefully. So I will draw the diagram again. This is A, this is B, and this is C, and this is D. A, B, C, D. Now see here. This region should be maximum. For this region should be maximum. Remaining all these three should be minimum. C contains 55. All these three should be minimum. Listen carefully, beta. Compared to C, what is the A's value? 70. That means if I keep one student sitting in 7A, he will bring 15 kgs more compared to C. If I keep one student in B, it is 5 kgs more. If I keep one student in D, it is minus 15 kgs, right? At least every class should have minimum 1 boy and minimum 1 girl. Minus 15 plus 15 cancel, 0 plus 5, 5. But I want this to be maximum. For it to be maximum, remaining 3 regions should be minimum. Remaining 3 regions should be minimum. Remaining 3 regions should be minimum. So if you observe here, minus 15 plus 15, minus 15 plus 15, 0, 0 plus 5, 5, but I want the value to be minimum. So I will keep 3. What is 5 3s are 15. Anyway, here minimum 1 boy should be there. 15 plus 15, 30. Here I will keep 2 people. Minus 30 plus 15 plus 15. Minus 30 plus 30 cancelled. Total number of boys, how many are there? Actually 20. In that boys 20, to keep the maximum number of students in section C, remaining I kept some value such that the sum is 0. 2 plus 1 plus 3, 6. So 6 I kept. What is the remaining answer? C. How much will be the value? 14. Maximum number of boys. Maximum number of boys. Maximum number of boys in section C will be 14. Similarly, girls also I will solve. Then if you got right, then I will also do it for girls. Then if you got any doubts, you can ask me. I have a flow and I will follow the flow. I will discuss all possible varieties in the upcoming classes, right? A is 50, B is 55, C is 45, D is 40. Everything we will discuss, but whatever time I'll say, at that time you need to come and you need to attend the class with a lot of sincerity, right? You come in between, you come one second day, you don't miss it. Anyway, I'm coming to know who are coming regularly and everything. If you come after 5 days, 10 days, whenever you feel like studying and ask me to repeat one concept, I will not do that. Okay? Simple and straight. Now, this is a section C. I am always there for sincere, serious students who have been following me consistently. Section C should be maximum. Section C should be maximum. First thing, if I keep a person here, it will be 5 more. If I keep a person here, it will be 10 more. If I keep a person here, it will be 5 less. It will be 5 less. But I want maximum number of students in section C. Maximum means remaining sum should become 0. If I keep one person, 10. If I keep one person, 5. What is 10 plus 5? 15. If here 3 people should be there. Minus 15 plus 15 is 0. Total if boys is 8. Girls will be 180, already we discussed. Out of 180, 3 plus 1 plus 1, 5 are already done. If 5 are already done, how many maximum girls can be there here? What is the maximum number of girls that can be present in section C? 175. So maximum number of girls. Otherwise, if you use all X and Y methods, it take a lot of time. Maximum number of girls in section C is 175. What is the question? Maximum number of students in section C. Maximum number of students in section C is nothing but boys plus girls. Boys plus girls is 14 plus 175. Answer is 189. Answer is 189. Again, I am explaining for the second time. Please listen carefully, sir. This is a circle. The question is maximum number of students in section C. This should be maximum. For C to be maximum, remaining 3 regions, it should be minimum. Remaining 3. C, weight is 55. Here what is the weight, sir? 70. 70, 55. If there is one student in section A, how much he will get an additional value? Plus 15. Here also how much he will get? Plus 5. Here how much you will get? Minus 15. But maximum number of students, C should be maximum. So remaining 3 regions should be minimum. The minimum means the sum should be 0. So if I keep 3 people, 5 threes are 15 plus 15. 15 plus 15 is 30. Here it is 2. 15 plus 15, 30. 30 minus 30 is 0. See, always this is the beauty of the question. Identify the root cause of the problem. C should be maximum. If C is maximum, remaining 3 should be minimum. Remaining 3 should be minimum means try to make the sum 0. Try to make the sum 0. Here it is 45. If I keep one student in section A, he will get an additional value of 5. If I keep one section, it is minus 5. It is plus 10. So if you see, if I keep anyway 1, 1, 1, if I keep minus 5 plus 5, 0, 0 plus 10 is 10. I want to make it 0. So here 1 extra 10, here 1 extra 5. 10 plus 5 is 15. 15 minus 15 is 0. So out of total 180 students, 5 students are kept in remaining 3. So remaining 175. A beautiful application of how to make the other values zeros. See, other values zeros. I hope it is clear, right, sir? So answer for this question is 189. Put a star mark on this question, sir. A beautiful cat replica based question. A beautiful cat replica based question. Cat replica based question. I hope it is clear. Right. Now next question. Now once you understand, next question is very easy. See the next question. Same thing. What is the maximum ratio? Already we discussed it right now this. What is the maximum ratio of the number of boys to the number of girls in section C? Number of boys to the number of girls in section C. Just now we saw in section C, boys maximum will be 14, girls will be 170. So answer for this question is 14 is to 175. 14 is to 175. I hope the idea is clear. One bar graph is given, one pie chart is given. He is asking maximum and minimum. Those of you are writing CAT multiple times, you know that good number of questions are coming from maxima and minima. Answer is 14 is to 175. One analytical reasoning question, 2 people have to reach the destination. That is clear. Read the question once. Read the question once. Once you read the question, then all the problems you can solve it very, very easily. This question is based on bar graph. This question is based on bar graph. This question is based on bar graph. So you need to know the fractions. 33.33 is 1 by 3. 16.67 is 1 by 6. 22.22 is 2 by 9. 27.27 is 5 by 18. If you are not comfortable in percentage to fractions, this problem might be very difficult for you. Might be very difficult for you. Read the question once. There are three players, A, B and C. They are playing with a fair die which has the numbers 1 to 6 marked on its 6 faces. Turn by turn, each one of them roll the die once and note down the outcome obtained. At the end of first three rollings, a cycle gets completed. Okay. So what is a cycle score? Cycle score is defined as sum of the three outcomes obtained in that score. The cycle score is expressed as a percentage of maximum possible cycle score. So first cycle, listen carefully. First cycle is nothing but 33.33 percentage of the maximum score. So when you are rolling a die, what is the maximum value that can happen on the die? 6. So 3 people are rolling. First one can be maximum 6, second one can be maximum 6, third one can be maximum 6. So maximum score is 18. This is 1 by 3 into 18. 1 by 3 into 18 is 6. So the first cycle value is 6. That first cycle can be obtained like this: A1, B1 and C4 are the combinations, are A2 and B2 and C2. This is also a combination, are A2, B1 and C3 are it the combination. To get 6, this could be any of these case possibilities. Any of the case possibilities. I hope it is clear. Right? It is given as maximum possible cycle score. Maximum is 6 plus 6 plus 6. First cycle it is clear, right sir? First cycle it could be 114, it could be 222, it could be 213 or it's a combinations. Similarly, let us do the others. Others is, it is a second cycle. What is a second cycle? Second cycle is 27.27 percentage of total maximum possible score is 18. So this is 5 by 18 into 18. 5 by 18 into 18 is 5. 5 means what are all the cases possible? Cases means first one, second one, third 3. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 1 plus 1 plus 3 is 5. What is the next case? 1, 2, 2. 1, 2, 2. 4 plus 1 is also 5. Are you with me, sir? First cycle over, second cycle over, next third cycle. Third cycle, what is the percentage given in the question? Third cycle is 22.22 percentage. 22.22 percentage of 18. It is 2 by 9 of 18. 2 by 9 of 18 is 4. 4 it is nothing but first one, second one, third 2. 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. Third cycle. Last cycle. Once you understand, all these questions are very easy. Fourth cycle. What is the fourth cycle percentage? 16.67. 16.67 percentage of 18. 16.67 is 1 by 6 into 18. 1 by 6 into 18 is 3. 3 is nothing but 1, 1, 1. 3 is nothing but 1, 1, 1. I hope it is clear, right, sir? 1, 1, 1. Now, once you understand this, now you can solve the question very easily. It is very easy to solve. Now, see here, first question. Which of the following outcome could never have been obtained by A in any of the 4 cycles? In any out of the 4 cycles, A would not have got which number? A would have got 1 here, A would have got 2 here, A would have got 3 here, A would have got 4 here. Here also 1 is possible, 3 is possible, 2 is possible. 1 is possible, 2 is possible. 1 is possible. 1 possible, 2 possible, 3 possible, and 4 is possible. So, which of the value A could never have obtained? Answer is none of this. 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 Nickel 27.27. It is, see, it is di beta. Di means denominator should be, right? 1 by 9 is 11.11. 1 by 18 is 5.55. 5 by 18 is 27.27. 27. I hope it is clear, right, sir? Denominator rounding off, right? It is a die. So denominator should be, definitely it should be an right multiple of 6. First cycle 114. 222, 213, 1 possible, 2 possible, 3 possible, 4 possible, right? Second cycle, third cycle. So what is the answer for the first question? Answer for the first question is none of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, all are possible. I hope it is clear, right, sir? Idea is clear? Idea clear, right? Second question. First one over. Second question. Second one. Once you understand this entire caselet, you can solve it very, very fast. Read the question. First thing we have to write down here, sir, to get A. So 116, 114, 222, 123. These for the first cycle. Second cycle 113, 5 by 18 into 18, 122. Third cycle 4, 112. That's all. What is the question? In the third cycle, okay? In the third cycle, what percentage of cycle score was contributed by the outcome of B? Outcome of B, if it is 1, 1 out of 4, which is 25%. Second, if B is 2, 2 out of 4, it is 50%. So, it could be 25 or it could be 50. It could be 25 or it could be 50. So answer is cannot be determined. Answer is cannot be determined. It could be any out of 25. Nitish, I already explained to you, it is a die. When you roll 3 dice, you will not get an integer. So rounding off to nearest value, right? Rounding off to nearest value. I hope it is clear, right, sir? Or in case if you are so think, replace the question to 27.77, right? I already explained rounding off to nearest value. I hope it is clear, right, sir? Next one. Next question. Next one. Very, very different variety of questions. See here. Nitesh, it is rounding off beta. Read the question. First read the question, sir. It is given that a particular pair of two players obtained the same outcome in each of the 4 cycles. In each of the 4 cycles, what is the first cycle value? First cycle value is 6. 6 is nothing but 114. Next is 222. Next is 123. Second cycle value is 5 by 18 into 15, 5, 113, and the next is 122. 122. What is the third cycle value? Third cycle is 2 by 9 into 18, 4, 112. What is the next? Only thing. What is the fourth cycle? Fourth cycle is 3. It is 111. Read the question. What is the question? It is given that a particular pair of two players obtained the same outcome in each of the 4 cycles. In each of the 4 cycles, there are two players who has got the same outcome. In each of the 4 cycles, there are two players who has got the same outcome. 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. You might say that, Anil sir, I will take 2 in the first cycle, 2 in the second cycle, third cycle 2 is not possible. So, what is the question? Two players obtained the same outcome in all the 4 cycles. So, it will be 114, 114, next is 113, and next is 112, and next is 111. 111. 111. What is the question here? What was the outcome obtained by third player in the second cycle? What is the third player in the second cycle? What is the answer? 3. What is the answer? 3. I hope it is clear, right, sir? Very, very easy question if you know how to convert these percentage into fractions. Percentage into fractions, if you know it, it is a very, very easy question. Very, very easy question to solve if you know how to convert percentage into fraction. I hope it is clear, right, sir?